Here back for another update. Let's take a look at XRP over here, and we're going to analyze XRP. We're going to do a top-down analysis. We're going to take a look at the Wyckoff scenario that I have, and we're going to see what XRP is doing right down to the 1 hour time frame. But first we need to see where exactly the price is coming from. So we have the creation of your coin, founders sell at the extension or the supply zone, bring it back down to the demand zone to start your structure from there. So then you have a 5-wave move up for your wave 1, a WXY correction for your wave 2, and then a wave 3 going up over 100,000%. Because we went up over 100,000%, we had 2,200 days of accumulation, okay, in a wedge pattern. So think about how many people have been accumulating XRP for this long, for over 2,200 days. What you have over here is so I'm going to show you what most altcoins are doing. We have our first leg in the market, then you have your ABC correction. Now the traditional ABC correction will look something like this, A, B, C, right? But what XRP did is it had its A wave, it had its B wave. Now some altcoins swept this high. With XRP, it just got rejected off the 78.6% fib. Then we have our C wave. Now some altcoins swept the March 2020 lows, but for XRP, it found support off the 88.6% fib. Then we had accumulation for over 600 days at the lows before, and now we're like over here, and we're about to target the next level of liquidity above this last all-time high, sitting at $3.40. Okay, so you had a 3-wave move down, a 3-wave move up, and a 5-wave move to the downside. So this is exactly what we see with XRP, and so you have a 3-wave move down, 3-wave move up, and a 5-wave move to the downside to formulate your A wave. Now within your C wave, the price starts to channel, and this is what's called an ending diagonal, and you can see that we perfectly bottomed out at the 70.2% fib. Then we had a leading diagonal towards 77 cent, had a capitulation move to the downside down to the 88.6% fib for your B wave, and then you have your C wave of your macro B wave being formed at $1.95. Okay, you see how it failed to breach this high here at $3.40. And then for your last leg in the bear market, what you have is a 5-wave move to the downside. So remember, what a flat pattern is you have a 3-wave move down, 3-wave move up, and then a 5-wave move down. Okay, before you have a trend continuation. Okay, so this is XRP over here. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to analyze this structure over here. We're just going to analyze this, okay? Because I think it's very important that we understand what's going on within the range, because if you can't spot the liquidity in this market, you will become the liquidity. So let's take a look at what exactly is happening on the small time frame, what exactly XRP is doing. And we do see Wyckoff accumulation for over 643 days. So what we have over here is your preliminary supply back in January 2022, one last upswing before entering into a selling climax. Once you enter into a selling climax, it doesn't take much money to move the price back up. So you have all of the whales buying up all of this fear over here in capitulation, moving it up for an automatic rally, a secondary test, and then a failed break to the upside. So you see how after having your secondary test, you move up to the top of this range, but it just becomes a failed break. After this failed break, you go below your secondary test for your manipulation. So you see this over here? When we zoom in, you see this wick over here? This would be considered your spring. Because of that short squeeze and it being the fact that we went into oversold territory twice, it moved the price back up to the top of the range, or to mid-range. This is your second failed break, and then the price gets squeezed down to mid-range. Okay, you see how the price got squeezed over here? And the news is timed perfectly with the charts, so we had our sign of strength in phase D, and then we had our backup phase, a WXY correction lasting over 206 days. Now watch this. We had a trend shift in January of 2024. We're now above this 206-day long resistance line. The parabolic SAR is flashing under the price. We have a golden cross where the 50 is crossing over the 200, and we're also above the 21-week SMA. Okay. Moreover, we're on the 30-week SMA too, and this was popularized by Stan Weinstein. Okay, so Wyckoff accumulation entering into phase E. Now remember, phase E is what I like to call point of no return. Once you break out of here, once you break out of this downtrend, we go very parabolic. Okay, it'll take a lot of people off guard, and this is Wyckoff accumulation here. Let's go back to the waves. Okay, so this is the wave count over here. Now remember, all these targets over here and all of these waves, we're going to be altering it as price develops in the Discord. I won't be updating it on YouTube, so if you haven't joined the Discord, please click the link in the description below. You get access to over 300 charts, live updates throughout the day. You get access to a community, and you can ask me any question in real time. We will also be updating all of these waves, and just remember that these targets are subject to change. So click that link in the description below. What you have over here in the beginning of January is the start of your impulse, a WXY correction. Now we've broke out of this wedge. Okay, doesn't this wedge look very familiar to this? Right? Just in a bigger format, right? And then you have your wave 1, wave 2, then you have your third wave, probably have a flat correction with your B wave topping out at $1.30, and then you just keep going up from there. And of course, we're going to have resistance along the way. We take out this buy side liquidity, and then we have a creek down. We have a creek down over here. Everyone's going to think it's over. We reach into oversold territory, and then we have a very explosive fifth wave to the upside. Now, I must remind you that within blow-off top situations, within blow-off top scenarios, you're going to have a lot of volume. Okay, you see how the price it's just one straight line. To the normal untrained eye, they can't analyze what this is. They can't decipher what's going on. They just see up, right? And this is exactly what we're going to see in 2024. And the reason for that is because of this accumulation and the algorithm that it's printing over here. Okay, now usually in blow off top scenarios, you have extensions of the fifth wave, right? Or extensions of the first wave. So we're going to see a lot of wave extensions. So that's why the waves will be a little bit more extended than traditional markets. Now, wave fives are a very great opportunity for you to change your life in many ways. But yeah, this is XRP here. This is your wave count over here. I showed you that, let me see here. I showed you that we've had accumulation at the lows here. Okay, now we're ready to start phase E. And you're going to see a lot of chop here because look, if we go down to the 1 hour time frame, we see a bullish ascending triangle. Now within a bullish ascending triangle, you're going to see a lot of chop. And so be very careful with your futures trades, because with XRP loves to chop within these triangles to a point where it liquidates everyone, both longers, but both people who are longing the market and who are shorting the market as well. Okay, so your minimum technical target would be at 0.7536. Not only do we see an ascending triangle, but we also see a broadening wedge, a descending broadening wedge, okay? We see a inverted head and shoulders. Okay, this is your inverted head and shoulders, which is a bullish pattern. We also see a diamond bottom pattern. Okay, this is a diamond bottom. If you don't know these terms, please click the link in the description below and I'll help you out. Or you can just go on Google and type in diamond bottom and you'll see this exact pattern. Okay, so looking at XRP here, nothing to worry about. I mean, if we do come down, just remember that it will be a dip for buying and not panic selling. Click the link in the description below to join the Discord. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out and take it easy. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.